and karibu sana to my YouTube channel. My name is Mama Nia. If you are new here, thank you so much for passing by. And if you are a returning subscriber, asante sana for always coming back to watch my content. So guys, as you can see on the title, today I'm sharing my labor and delivery story. And I hope someone out there gets to learn a thing or two from this video. Because I think while I was pregnant, I used to watch so many delivery videos and they helped me grasp a thing or two on what to expect. But a little disclaimer, every woman's experience is different, but there will always be that one thing or two you can pick from another woman's experience. Okay, so guys, let's get right into the theme of the video. So my story begins on a Tuesday evening. I remember it was on the 23rd of February last year, and I was with my mom in the kitchen. She was making supper. Alafu, it was around 7 in the evening. Then I felt some pain, some very soft pain on my lower abdomen, and then the pain would like move to my lower back. So I remember nilisimama, nikatembea kidogo, and then I sat down. Then after like 2 to 3 minutes, the same type of pain recurred, nikasimama, and at that point my mom was like, "Hey, ni nini, niite babako." And then I told her what I'd felt, and she felt it was right we go to hospital, because I don't know if I've mentioned, I was 39 weeks and 5 days pregnant at the time. So I was almost 40 weeks, and the scan showed that my due date was the 28th of Feb, so it was like 5 days to the due date. So it was only, it made sense. It made sense because they say you can deliver 2 weeks prior or 2 weeks after. Okay, so my mom called my dad and we went to hospital. We got to hospital around 8:30, and the first thing the nurses ask you when you get to the maternity wing is what happened, have you had any discharge, but none of that had happened. So they decided to do a vaginal examination on me. So guys, a VE is one of the most uncomfortable things, a woman has to experience during this delivery thing. It's so uncomfortable, a bit painful, because they use their hands via your vagina to check how dilated you are, to check if your cervix has started opening up, and then they get to see if the dilation has started, because you're supposed to be like 10 centimeters dilated for you to be able to push the baby out. So they checked me. I cooperated. I think I was the most cooperative person in that hospital. I cooperated, and I realized if you cooperate and work well with the doctors, like the process is just so smooth for you. So I remember I was 2.5 centimeters dilated by the time they checked me, and they were like, "We have to admit you." So they admitted me, and my parents went back home. So when I was admitted, I went to a public hospital. So the ward that I was taken to, there were so many women. It's a public hospital, okay, and so many of them were in pain. And there I was. I think immediately after the admission, my pain disappeared. I wasn't in any pain. So I went nikalala because I didn't know what else to do. There are women there screaming, wanatembea tembea huko, wanatingiza vitanda nini, na mimi niko tu, so I decided to sleep. I woke up around 7 in the morning. I went and showered, still no pain. At around 8, the pains had started, kurudi, but they were very soft. I would compare them to the period pains. So the doctor came and he asked me, of course, how I was feeling. I explained to him how the pain had disappeared. Then it was like, "It's okay, we are just going to check you again and see if there is any progress." So he checked me, and I was about 3 centimeters dilated. So he was like, "You are in active labor, but relax too. The pain will progress as time goes." So around 11, the pains had started, yani kurudi, zilikuwa zimeanza kurudi hivi. So at around 11:30 the nurse came akaniita, and then she was like, we have to induce you. So I think one of the reasons why they induced me, it's because they said, I don't know, the baby's head haikuwa imeengage, sijui walimaanisha nini na hiyo. So they were like, we have to induce you so that the contractions can cause the baby's head to move down, okay? So I knew all about induction. I knew it was, you experience crazy pains, but then una option. So they induced me at around 11:30 noon there. So guys, now that's when I started experiencing real pain. Yani hapo mbeleni ilikuwa tu mchezo mchezo. So by the time ilikuwa inafika 1, nilikuwa nimeanza kusweat, nilikuwa nimekuwa mweusi kabisa. I was feeling so much pain. Yani I've never felt such kind of pain before. It was super painful. But yeah, you just keep on pushing because there is nothing you can do. You are in hospital and the baby has to come. So I remember my mom came to see me over lunch hour and she brought me some food. Then nikajiuliza whether I eat or not, the pain is not going to go away. Plus, I needed the energy to push the baby out. So I ate, and in like 5 minutes, I was done. Alafu nikaendelea kuzunguka because I think it really helps. And then my mom was like, don't shout, because women were screaming. Yani inafika mpaka yani point mpaka mwenyewe unasikia kuscream because the pain is so much. I think the thing with induction, the pain haikupei time ya kubreathe, because I think with the natural labor pains, like the pain inakuja alafu inaenda, una breathe kidogo hata kama ni 1 minute, but with induction yani the pain is bumper to bumper, au pumui. so guys, around my mom left, okay, so around 3 the nurse came again. So at this point, guys, I've already been induced but my water had not broken. So she was like, we have to break your water, you haija break naturally. So guys, at that point, yani nilikuwa tu nasikia uchungu, nilikuwa nataka tu afanye anything na huyo mtoto akuje. So I asked the nurse, so if you break my water, will I get the baby faster? And then she's like, yeah. So mi nika-cooperate too. She used, I think, something that inakaa ka needle, nikakaa hapo, and she broke the water, maji katoka. So I thought it would take me like an hour or so na mtoto wangu angekuwa imefika. But guys, from 3 ikafika 4, 5, 6, still nothing. So around 7 the doctor came, not the main doctor that had come in the morning. He came and then he called me, nikamfuata, but he was really nice. I remember he even helped me get to the bed because at that point nilikuwa nasikia hata sina nguvu, so akanisaidia nikae kwa kitanda. Then he did the vaginal examination on me again. I think at this point hata sikuwa nasikia how I felt at the first time, do I think ya uchungu. So he did the VE, and at that point, guys, I was only 4 centimeters dilated. After all those hours, even after inducement, yani nilikuwa tu nimeongezea 1 centimeter. And you have to get to 10 centimeter. Mi nilisikia kulia. Then the doctor was like, you know what? Since you are a first time mom, we need to give you time to wonder if the dilation will progress, if the baby will engage. I don't know what they mean by that. Then, we can't rush to take you in for a C-section. So nikaambia ni sawa. Yangu utasema nini? Nikaambia ni sawa. So at this point nilikuwa nimechoka kuzunguka. Alafu unajua kuna hiyo drip umewekwa hapo. So mimi nimechoka kuzunguka, nimechoka kutingiza kitanda. Yani I was exhausted, I was in pain. So mimi nilidecide tu acha tu nikae tu kwa kitanda I sleep. Cause either way hii uchungu haiendi. So I lay on bed from around 7. Yani unaamka tu, huwezi tu lala ati ile usingizi nzuri hapo. So 8, 9, but nothing had happened. So at around some minutes to 10, the doctor came again. Now I think he was worried because those were so many hours from morning na saini around 10 and still no progress. Even after my water was broken, no progress. So he was like, Winnie, do you have someone, ako karibu, someone that can come? And I told him no, because I thought if I started calling my parents or my sister, I had a sister that was living nearby at the time. So if I started calling them, ingewa take so long kufika and hiyo ingedelay tu process yangu kushughulikiwa. So mi nikaona tu niambie watu wangu wako mbali. You guys just do what you have to do. Then I was like, it's okay. We think since nothing is happening, we have tried our best. I think now we have to take you to theater so that we can mtoto asichoke, because I think hata mtu huyu anaweza choka or whatever. So they were like, we have to take you to theater. I was like, yeah, me I'm good. At that point anything, yani uchungu iende. So around 10 wakaanza kuni prep, wakatoa hiyo drip, alafu wakanieka catheter. Leo kuwekwa catheter is another thing, guys. Yani mi vitu niliona kuwekwa catheter it's bad. So wakanieka catheter and then around 11:30 wakakuja wakanipeleka theater. So when you got to theater, I remember I was still in pain all this time. So when you go to theater, uko theater it's very cold, very cold. Alafu, have you ever been on your periods? Alafu unatoka nje na kuna baridi, the pain like triples. So kufika theater, nilisikia uchungu maradufu. Yani, kama nilikuwa nasikia uchungu at 100, the pain went to 200. But then the good thing is wanaitwa vipi, the anesthetician wanaitwa hivyo. The ones that give you hiyo dawa ya hiyo sindano ya kufanya ukue numb. The doctor came, wakani prep, akanidunga hiyo sindano, and at that point I felt so good because the pain disappeared. So yeah, wakaanza kunitayarisha. The doctor was so nice. I think his name was Dr. Kimotho. He was so nice and he was talking to me so nicely. Akaniambia, how are you feeling? And then they start talking to you, alafu na prick tu waone kama uta move, so they know that you are ready kuanza sasa kufanyiwa surgery. So yeah, I remember the doctor asked me, so because it was like some few minutes to 12, then was like, unataka mtoto akuje 24th ama tungoje mpaka 25th? Then I was like, after everything I had been through on the 24th, yani hiyo kubreakiwa maji, kuinduciwa, the pain, I was like, no, mtoeni tu on the 25th. So I remember they were so nice, and nikikuwa na pesa, I'm going back to that hospital, nitafute huyo Dr. Kimotho and the whole team that was there. Ni wa treat to juaki, they were so nice to me. I remember they counted down the seconds. So like how in New Year we count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ndio sasa we welcome the New Year. They did that. We count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alafu boom, wakatoa katoto kangu. But then my daughter didn't cry. Ni hakulia. So I was worried. Nikamuuliza daktari, mbona mtoto hajalia? I was like, unataka ulia? I think they've already seen she's okay. I think some babies don't cry. So akakainamisha, I guess. Akakapiga. Akakaslap kidogo kwa bam. Then she cried. Alafu sasa nurse akazunguka na yeye akaniletea, because at that point kukava hata tu kaoni. So akakuja nikaonyesha kenyewe, and she was looking so beautiful, yani so healthy, so calm, and that I felt so good after seeing my daughter for the first time, and I thank God. I think that is a moment I'll never forget. Like just seeing her ako healthy, forget all the pain that you had been through. So wakaenda na mtoto kumpanguza. So guys, at this point nikaanza kusikia ni kama naanza kudrift away. I think sasa dawa ni kama inaanza kwa, I don't know what happens, but you just you lose consciousness. So I was so scared. Nakumbuka nikauliza Kim, kwani naanza kusikia kulala? So, cause I thought ukikufishwa nusu I will lose consciousness. But then I think with time una drift away, alafu I think unalala. So I think I slept for like 1.5 hours. And by the time I regained my consciousness, uh, nikapata the doctors had named my daughter McKenna. I don't know, I think she was smiling or something. And then they were like, hey, mama Makena umelala sana, you know, Nia, hakuwa anajua anaitwa Nia. Makena amelia, ati Nia. Makena amelia hapa, amelia, tumemwimbia, alafu pia akasema tu, acha relax hapo, you know, like they were super nice. Like, I never thought going to a public hospital I would be treated so nicely, but then I thank God for those doctors because I don't know what would have happened. Like, having been through so much, alafu kuwe na daktari ama na sisi wenye ni wa road, yani I think it would have been terrible, but it was so nice. So wakakaita Makena, alafu yeah, they wheeled me back to the ward. So guys, by the time nilikuwa apelekwa back kwa ward, sasa nilikuwa nimeanza kusikia uchungu tena. But now on the wound. And guys, I had felt the labor pains, the induction pain, but uchungu ya after CS is bad. It's bad. And then the bad thing with CS, although for women, when you're trying to deliver naturally, you know, you have to go through it. I last forever, that's the good thing. But the pain is bad. The pain is bad. Acha tu hakuna no the pain is bad. So I was saying the bad thing with CS is ukipelekwa back kwa ward, you know, with people that deliver naturally, unaona tu mtu anapanguza mtoto wake vizuri, mtu mpaka anaingia mtoto wake kakilia, but then for you can't hata keti properly. Hiyo time ukipelekwa immediately after theater unless tu kaa hivi umelala, so it was bad. But you know, the next day the nurses encourage you to walk around, and I think ukitembea tembea inasaidia wound heal faster. So by the second day I was better. I was even breastfeeding vizuri. I had milk, siku struggle kupata maziwa sana. Then yeah, I think after 3 days we got discharged and here we are. So I would say my labor experience was a bit different from the videos I had watched because I never thought my water would have to be broken. I thought my water inge break too naturally. I never thought ningekuwa induced, and I never thought after going through all that ningeenda through a C-section. But then the good thing is that the baby was healthy, she was okay, and right now she's still growing. So for any mom out there, if you are scared, because I was so scared of the birth process. I think I used to tell people that I was so scared because first I never thought if I could manage to push the baby out of my system, and secondly I never thought I could survive theater. I don't know why I was so scared, but I thank God because everything went smoothly. So guys, if you're out there, it's doable, you will do it. And if you are watching this right now and you are in pain, you won't even remember that pain after you see your bundle of joy. So to all moms out here, take it easy, breathe in, breathe out. It will not be easy, but it will definitely be worth it. But guys, it's good that I mentioned the next time I have another kid, I will not let myself go through the things I went through again. I think I'll just book in an elective CS, alafu heal my wound thereafter, because I wouldn't want to try a VBA, see a vaginal birth after CS. I think I would just want to go straight into theater, nitoke na mtoto wangu alafu tuende tukahil baadaye, rather than go through so much pain alafu uende theater. Okay, so guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you have, please give it a big thumbs up so that it can be recommended to other viewers. So thank you so much, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.